Hello everyone and welcome to Blue Tengu's Game Development Show. Another beta update this week for what we did during the live show. Let me jump over to the desktop and show you what we're doing here. If you search for Trello in Project Skyring, you can come to this task list and see what we're doing anytime you want to. Covers pretty much everything from the very beginning of the project all the way up until now. Just like we did with our Season 1 game, Project Spaghetti. With Skyrim, things are coming along nicely. We've pretty much got all of the gamey stuff pretty much done, especially today. It's really just visuals that are left after this week. What we did do during overtime, I managed to fix all of those kind of last game issues. For example, a few issues with the tutorial mouse and stuff like that. Also, now you can navigate the menus with the controller. Also, the way the controller was working before, you would get kind of stuck at the edges of the screen because of the rotation stuff, but that's all fixed. Controls are working just fine now. The ending's fine. The screen shakes a little bit when things happen. Sandstorm feels like you're actually moving through it. Things look a little more brushed up in terms of like subtitles and things like that. So that's all what we got done before the live show, and during the live show we focused on the Twitch functionality. Now Skyrim, like our last game, Project Spaghetti, interacts with Twitch, so if you do log in with the game, viewers can send commands and stuff like heal, send enemies your way, things like that. We did test it, everything was pretty much still working except for the artifact hunter stuff. That wasn't working so well, we got that fixed. Also, we fixed a couple of health problems, like when you were getting hit by enemies, you didn't seem to die very well. We got that fixed, so now the enemies are much more dangerous. As well as that artifact hunter, when someone sends you a present through Twitch, it actually sends a stream of particles towards where you're supposed to go instead of just a kind of a generic purple line. But let me show you that right now. Am I going to be able to do this? Let's see. Might have to open a Twitch window to be able to do this, because the game automatically logs me into Twitch because I've got my login information in there. But I do actually need to have a Twitch window open to send commands to this, so I will do that once I get started. Also, starting to think about like logos and stuff like that. This is just kind of a quick test just to see how I get used to it in terms of color schemes and things. Obviously, it doesn't work very well with this like ocean blue background, so thinking about titles and menu art and stuff like that. That's stuff for later. Change the font down just to see if I can get used to it or not. Kind of decide on a direction. But let's jump into the game here. And good old 123 Gas's character here. Let's see. This is probably a good place to do it. Let me pause it, and what I will do is try to start up a chat window. Try to connect, and maybe with this open I'll be able to actually show you what's going on. So, for example, with the hint stream that we did all the work on, I should be able to do that here. PS present artifact. If you type in !PS present artifact, that happens. So for about a minute, you get a hint stream that points out the closest artifact. Because finding the artifacts can be some of the hard things to do. Obviously, I've already reached this one, so it's kind of a moot point, but it does help if you're flying around for a while and someone does that for you. Probably the other one that's really going to make a difference if you want to have your viewers torment you is this one. PS present super. And I do need to fix the box positioning. That's kind of old, so I'll fix that. But now people can send a super enemy after you anytime they want to. Let's see if I can find an island here. It'd be nice to actually show you this over an island, because that's just much cooler. Got the smackdown on it. But yeah, there's the super enemy. Let me go ahead and spawn another one here. Hopefully I survive long enough to spawn one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing too well on health. coming back to health, but just want to get to an island. Makes a cooler visual when you're over an island. So, for example, there we go. For example, and I'm gonna die. Make sure I kill. Yeah, it does kill me. Good. So yeah, you're actually able to die in the game much easier now than you used to. So it does feel more like a proper game. And that's about where we're at. As I said, most of the features are out of the way, so it's just graphic stuff. But I do want to make sure that I test the game as much as possible, because I don't want to give you a buggy game. I am just one person, so there's only so much testing I can do, or so many patterns I can think of that are out of the realm of the ordinary. But I will do as much as I can, especially when it comes to doing full playthroughs. I definitely want to make sure artifacts spawn properly, those monoliths spawn properly, and you can get to the end of the game. Minor issues are always fixable, but a game stopping issue is obviously going to be kind of unforgivable, so I want to make sure those get out of the way. And then I'll just kind of do some brush up stuff here, get that out of the way, and hopefully within a couple of weeks we will be done. Especially once we get all of these like art things out of the way, we should be done. But that's where we're at. We jumped off the desktop here. And if you do want to see the live show, which is where we actually show what's going on, you can catch that over at Twitch TV/Blue Tengu. We do that Sundays 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Japan, which probably none of you are living in Japan, but in terms of time zones, that's Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific, 4 to 6 Mountain, 5 to 7 Central, 6 to 8 Eastern. That's Saturdays. I hope it said Saturdays. If you're in the UK, it starts 11 p.m. Saturday night and goes until 1 a.m. Sunday morning. Sorry. If you're in Japan with me, it's 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Sunday morning. And if you're in Australia, it starts anywhere from 8 a.m. to noon, depending on where you live. New Zealand, I think it starts around noon and goes for about 2 hours a week. But we do always announce what we're doing through Twitter, so follow btengu, BTENGU, to keep track of when the live show starts or episodes go up. Or, of course, follow us on Twitch or YouTube, and you can get announcements that way. Or check our site, bluetengu.com. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week for another beta update.